What the fuck? You want to know what the worst part of this game is? And before you ask, is this a bad game? No, this is not a bad game. It was a very fun game, and I might have had more fun with this game than the other two Borderlands, just because of the different gameplay. But I want to get the bad stuff out of the way first in this review. And I'm just gonna start out with the thing that just pissed me off the most, is how scripted a lot of the missions are, a lot of the objectives. And because of how scripted these objectives are, it can restrict your gameplay of how you play the game and what you can do to get there. It gives you all these like good, unique, new features that has never been in a Borderlands game before, but then it also forces you to play the same way sometimes, or in a different way, but only that one way. No alternate ways. Let me show you a quick clip of a good example.
There's an objective where I have to jump up there to get something, and it's the only way up there. The only way to get up there is to jump up this column, this slope column, but it's very hard because the movement is very gimmicky, and you know, it's just like if you have to do that, you know, you have to like do that to get to this, but a lot of times you'll get stuck and you'll fall down the slope. You'll just like slide down, you know, like what the fuck. I just wish there was an alternative way of getting up here instead of just like trial and error / luck jumping to point A to point B. I don't like that. I want alternate routes in terms of like actual paths. I don't. Oh shit. Huh. Anyway, I don't like places where there's only like one way to get to it, and that one way is like exploitable only. I like actual paths without having to exploit the environment and stuff. Whatever. Can I fucking get this? I can't even pick this up. It won't even let me pick this up. Oh, there we go. There we go. I got it.
Alright.
Jesus.
This should be enough. Now get to R&D and reconstruct the iris.
I don't know, boss.
Just do it. Don't think. Don't doubt. Just freaking do it!
Now, I think the first time I particularly noticed this was when I fought Meg Griffin from Family Guy. Yeah, Meg Griffin is in Borderlands the pre-sequel. Only she's like a monster. Remember the that Star Wars episode, the Dark Harvest or whatever, where she played like a monster with a pink hat? Yeah, that's in this game. Don't believe me? Here you go.
So here I am fighting Meg from that Star Wars episode of Family Guy. Yeah. Oh shit, there's a time limit? Why is there a time limit? Why I only got like fucking 30 seconds. How do I get out of the trash compactor? How the fuck do I get out? Hey, how do I get out? fucking...
Did she
What
kill
the
you?
fuck?
Oh, sorry. I was just really hungry.
I just love how the ground shakes like a fucking earthquake every time you sprint. Like, here's me walking, and here's me sprinting. Like, fuck. Eat my rocket launcher, Meg. Fucking shut up. See, you almost hit half health. There you go. Fucking payback. You tentacles out of my face. Fucking missed that one. Jesus Christ. Fucking dead. You are dead this time around.
You're going to die. Two things.
Fuck you.
First, sorry.
Let's fucking rip your shit. Oh! Fucking loot. Hold on, I'm gonna grab loot. Oh, it just paused? What the fuck? Why does it stop going when I kill her? What difference does it make? What is it, like, that's like a dick move right there. That's like a fucking, like, Resident Evil 4 move. You kill the boss and, like, something stops.
Now, did you see the objectives on the side? It gave me 2 objectives at the same time, but it didn't tell me that I had to kill Meg before escaping the trash, place. I was given 2 objectives. I thought I only had to do one of them. I thought killing Meg was optional because he kept telling me to escape, don't fight the monster, escape, even though it forced me to fucking kill her anyway. Why couldn't it have just told me to kill Meg within the time limit and then have me exit the place? Instead of telling me that I had to kill her and escape, like, that's really bad directions. Tell me to kill her before the time limit runs out and then have it stop, instead of, like, telling me to escape. Some guy on my intercom telling me to escape when the game tells me otherwise. Bad fucking design, man. Right there. That mission. Bad fucking design. Okay? I appreciate that they put in that Easter egg, but goddamn. Bad instructions or bad directions or whatever. Just that part. No. Now, these restrictions get even worse when there are bugs in this game, because, this game's been only out for like a week, but there's bugs everywhere that interfere with the script of the objectives and what you have to do. If there's only one thing you can do for that objective, and a bug interferes with that, there's no other way to complete the fucking mission. So I'm just stuck here with a fucking game-breaking bug. Check this out.
Alright, I'm trying to follow and protect this FIX loader. Well, how the fuck is that possible when there's a fucking bug that prevents me from doing it? He's just fucking standing here. He's unresponsive. He's not fucking moving. Am I supposed to hurt him to get him going? Like... It's just fucking broken. This fucking game is broken. I can't even play it. This is a fucking game-breaking bug. Now granted, it's only a side quest, but still, I want to fucking do everything in the game, get everything done. I can't fucking do that when they don't fix the goddamn game. Let's release another fucking broken game. Might as well just label all fucking video games under the genre suck.
And that's not all. There are a few more bugs that I came across that really, really annoyed me. It's like really stupid bugs. Not game breakers, but just like plain stupid bugs. Like people flying their boosters or jets like through roofs and stuff, and like cheating, and like enemies being stuck and stuff like that. I have a little montage for you here.
Theater number 3. Don't forget garden flowers. They much money.
I'm badass. And you're a good ass. Yeah, you're just a little goody two-shoes, little goody two-shoes, little goody two-shoes. And another thing, yet another fucking thing about this game that pissed me off is the graphical pop-up. I don't think I've ever seen worse, more frequent, constant pop-up ever in a video game. Every time, literally every fucking time you enter a new area or a different area, after a considerable amount of time looking at a load screen, it takes like up to 20 seconds to load a fucking texture sometimes. And it happens 100% all the time. All the fucking time. Load screen, oh hey look, my game finally loaded, but everything's all fucking blurry and pasty for like 10 to 20 seconds. Don't believe me? Check this out.
Where is everybody?
Crap, I think we're on the other side of Helios.
Crap. Looks like the fast travel split us all up. Doesn't change the plan, though. Get to the Eye of Helios Command Center, shut the laser down without damaging it, save the moon, and be hailed as a hero forever. Sound good? Of course it does.
This is probably one of the most unpolished games I've seen like released, like pre-patch. It's pretty bad at times, and even sometimes the frame rate, you know, gets choppy whenever there's too much going on screen. But I don't know. I don't really consider that a complaint because that kind of happens to every game when there's too many AI or NPCs on screen at once, except like Dead Rising. That's basically it for my complaints. I mean, it's actually a lot than you think, a lot more than you think. But there's also like really frustrating deaths. Whenever you die, it just feels like really frustrating because you lose a lot of money the more you level up, and the more money you get and level up, the more money you lose when you die. And and the AI can be very cheap sometimes, hiding behind walls like as you're trying to get to them when you're down but not out, which kind of like causes your death by default. What else? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah. Character dialogue. I'm not going to spoil anything. I just want to pinpoint this that sometimes when you return to a place like near the beginning or whatever, you will hear dialogue of someone talking to you who has already died in the story. Like after the place where you returned. I'm not going to show you any of that because I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil any characters dying or whatever. But I just wanted to just let you know that it doesn't make sense when you go back to when you backtrack. It doesn't make sense because you get fucking audio of like characters who are dead now returning to talk to you. Yeah, it's kind of silly, right? Also, audio logs. when you pick up an audio log to hear it, you can't rehear it again. You can't go in your inventory, search around, and you'll have like a category of like audio logs that you can hear again. So if you get interrupted by someone trying to talk to you in the story while reading an audio log that you pick up, like a really badly placed audio log that's like placed like right next to like a fucking cut point where someone talks to you, it breaks the immersion, and you can never ever hear what that person has to say ever again in the audio logs, because some fucker in the story, probably like Handsome Jack or some shit, talks to you. It automatically throws that information out the door. Literally. You will never be able to hear it again unless you start the whole game over again, and that's not worth it. So that kind of pisses me the fuck off. So now that we have all the bad and complicated crap out of the way, let's talk about the good things about the game. The things that really redeem the game for what it is, and the things that will encourage you to still decide if you want to buy it. Because up to this point, I've been talking nothing but shit about it. But now here's the good parts about it. The story. Even though the pacing wasn't that great, the story itself, in my opinion, was very well done. It takes place between Borderlands 1 and 2, because, it's a pre-sequel, so it would probably make more sense if it was called Borderlands 1.5. But, Handsome Jack plays a very big role. He's basically like the second main character, after you, instead of being like the 10th main character or something in the Borderlands 2. But anyway, it basically involves like his transformation from being like a good guy to a bad guy. Sarcastic, funny man that you drink beers at a bar, to like a fucking power-hungry sociopath that just kills anyone who disobeys him.
I traced the signal that took down our systems on Helios. And guess what? It came from here. Your office.
Signal?
Signal.
She made me do it.
Where did she come from? And please, lie to me. I really want you to lie to me.
But I know. What are you gonna do with me?
Nothing. I was just messing with you. Get the hell out of here. I've been thinking. There's a way back to Helios.
I surrender.
I was gonna let you live, dumb bastard! What is wrong with you? Oh, that was invigorating. Okay, yeah. Where was I? All right, my awesome master plan. Taking the fight to Helios is gonna need an army, so we make one. Head down to Springs. I'll explain on the way. I'm gonna stay here, gonna go through the Marif stuff.
But thanks to Handsome Jack, and his witty sense of humor and his much more larger appearance this time around, this is probably the funniest Borderlands yet, in terms of like jokes and like the frequency of humor. Although it kind of like overdid it a little much, to the point where it was like borderline, like, okay, that's a little too much, and a few advertisements and such here and there,
Hurts so good. Heels. Ah, I get it, because she's Russian. Do you think that's racist? I think it's racist. You deserve better.
It's a waste of money.
Turn this in. Yay. I got me a relay thing. Oxygen. Modern fart? The fuck does that mean?
I think the rest of the good stuff I'm going to talk to you while you're looking at the game. So here we go! Borderlands the pre-sequel mainly takes place on Pandora's moon, so that right there includes new gameplay never before seen in the series, such as low gravity so you can jump high up in the air and engage in aerial combat, and also zero oxygen areas where you need to conserve your oxygen tank and scavenge for more. And when you run out of oxygen, you slowly suffocate to death and must hurry to find more before you lose all your health. These are very, very welcome additions to the Borderlands franchise, as it makes the game all the more fun and addicting. Alongside the franchise's iconic buggy, this game also introduces the magnificent Stingray hovercraft, where you can boost and jump to places that you otherwise can't reach, shoot lasers and missiles, and even flatten enemies with the rise and slam. It's so damn fun. I fucking love the Stingray, even if it can't take as much abuse as the buggy. The loot and customization is the best it has ever been in the series, and in my opinion, fixed the problem Borderlands 2 had with too many explosive round guns. It feels like the most statistically balanced Borderlands game yet. And of course, Moxxi's bar with the dance floor, something you can't have a Borderlands game without.
Shake that ass for me. Shake that ass for me. Come on, girl, shake that ass for me. Shake that ass for me. Oh, girl, shake that ass for me. Shake that ass for me. Come on, girl, shake that.
Oh no, I ain't doing that again. So even though it's the most unique Borderlands game with the most character, it simply does not have the quality to compete with its two predecessors, both in polish and in content. This game was rather short for a Borderlands entry, even with all the side missions. You are looking at around 20 to 25 hours of total gameplay your first playthrough, although the New Game Plus Vault Hunter mode definitely gives more replay value so that you can max out your character to level 50. And keep in mind, doing every single mission your first playthrough without doing any co-op will get you to around level 30. I am currently level 28 right now, I think, but I still have a few more side missions to finish myself. And no, I didn't play any co-op yet, but that's for a couple reasons. One is that I had been in a public playlist on my game, but you know, no one joined my game because I have no friends. Or at least I don't have friends on PSN who are currently playing Borderlands the pre-sequel. Yeah, I guess that's a better way of putting it, huh? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have a couple friends in real life. Another reason is that I could have joined other games, but I was afraid that if I had joined a game, done a side quest with my character and leveled up, I was afraid that it was gonna like mess up my game because I had been in someone else's lobby in terms of like my objectives, because I basically played through my entire game alone, um, with no help or anything, like just me. Um, so I didn't want to risk it really. I just wanted to get my playthrough out of the way, and I still have a few more side quests to do by myself, and you know, a couple more things to do to get like more trophies and stuff. So maybe after I get that all out of the way, I'll try the co-op by joining a game, and then maybe I'll let you know how it is. If only if it is different from the co-op in the other two Borderlands. If it's not different, and if it's the same old, you know, co-op team loot and stuff like that, and people sharing weapons, then I'm not gonna do anything. You know, I'm not gonna like update the review or anything like that. And so my final score for Borderlands the pre-sequel is a 7 out of 10. It is a decent game. It would have been a great game maybe even like an 8.5 or a 9, if it didn't have all those bugs and graphical texture pop-ups and stuff like that. And so, yeah, and maybe if it was a little bit bigger, you know, it was rather small for Borderlands, but it still had the most unique environment Gearbox has ever given us. If you're a fan of Borderlands and you like the first two, you're probably gonna like this one too. It's more of the same, but with added gameplay mechanics, like jump up and fly in the air and drop down and fucking crush people, and the new Stingray vehicle, and suffocating, while trying to find more oxygen, scavenge for oxygen and stuff like that. It's just, I really had fun with this game overall. I know there are some parts that just kind of fucked me over, but overall, I thought it was a very fun game, very unique experience, and I like that. I think more games should be like that and at least try new things, even if they kind of fail sometimes. But that's all that matters, in my opinion. The good outshines the bad in this game. Alright, well, I think that's it. Thank you for watching. The Gamer Gods!
I'm thinking about getting a tattoo of Jack on my,
You think of shaving, buddy? You're gross. Get out of my face.